It's my favorite time of the year. I'm an avid Christmas decorator. For the past week or so, I've been putting out over 150 blow molds that make up my Christmas decorations. But after decorations come gifts. So I decided to head over to Walmart and see what the bike situation was looking like. The last time I was here, these racks were starting to fill up. Now they are absolutely packed. There's a little bit of everything they sell, from Truvails to the Ozark Trails. Mountain bikes to cruiser bikes. The only omission would be e-bikes, which I've never seen at my local store. There is pedal power galore, at least for us adults. I'll put links down in the descriptions to my pick of the litters of these bikes. Like this Sea-Mist, this women's Sea-Mist. I turned it into Project Sea-Mist. It's actually the women's aluminum comp, and this the men's aluminum comp to this day. A great bike, $298. Under $300, ride it as is around the neighborhood, upgrade it, take it out to the trail, like I did where I turned it into Project Comp V2. I'll put a link to that in the description. Still a good bike. People ask me to this day, 27.5 wheel set, which bike? Well, for me, it's the aluminum comp. A good Christmas present, or even a Christmas present to yourself. And let's talk about presents. The central giftee at Christmas, the focus should always be on the kids. Gift the kids first. And Walmart definitely has that covered. The kids' bike racks full of bikes, but this is just the tip of the iceberg. Head out to the garden center, and there is a literal sea of kids' bikes. So let's give these a look, see what options are out there, because some of these crazy affordable, like these Huffy Rocket BMX bikes. $58, that's less than three $20 bills. Same price for this girl's Huffy, the Sea Star. You can't go wrong with silver tassels. And I'm serious here, I like silver tassels. If the child's a little smaller, maybe they still need training wheels. How about a Rocket and a Sea Star for them too? This time, under $50. $48 for both of these models. And it keeps stepping down. These also $48 smaller bikes. For those little-legged kiddos, I thought these were kick bikes, but no, they have pedals. Even the littlest legged kids still have cool bikes. Go up to $78 and check this out. Hot Wheels and Spider-Man themed bikes. I'm going to show you some extra features on this Spider-Man bike in just a second. First, I want to go to some other $78 bikes. I skipped over these purple ones, which are super cool, but my eye got caught on that Minnie Mouse bike. I'm a Mickey and Minnie fan, and it looks like those went fast. Now back to that Spider-Man bike. Not only is it cool themed, this head, I mean, look at this. It's a cubby, and I didn't want to pull the tab here to use up the battery, but I think those eyes glow. Yeah, that's super cool. It's also a Huffy. And speaking of cool, how about cold? Frozen themed. Moving up to another girl's bike with a little more hardcore punk edge, this Sparkles model. I like this. This is also Kent International, Kent Bikes. And this boy's bike, I think it's called the Abyss. Now, this is pretty cool. It's also, again, Kent, makers of the Truvail. And look at the stem on that bike. That's legit. Next to that, a couple of bikes from a Kent sub-brand, Genesis. This called the Sweetheart. Look at those rims. I would put those rims on a mountain bike. I want rims like that on my mountain bike. $88 for some teenage angst. I say that because when I was a teenager, I would have liked this. The Wipeout from Dynacraft, a brand I haven't seen in a while. Another brand haven't seen that often in Walmart recently. Getting up in price a bit, but still affordable. $168 from one of my favorite brands, Mongoose. This one's called the Rebel. It's legit freestyle. The handlebar can spin all the way around, has foot pegs, and of course, it's a Mongoose, so you know I like it. Another brand I've had success with, Hyper. This is the Jet Fuel Perfect naming with that iridescent paint finish. I like that. Put those wheels from that other bike on that iridescent paint. I would be happy. More Dynacraft. These girls' bikes, very attractive. I could see those being under a tree, someone being very happy with any of these bikes. And the pricing, I mean, there's something for everyone, every budget, and every... Okay, hold on just a second. $98 for this. Now, when I was a kid, I had a motorcycle-looking bicycle. I loved it. It was super heavy, hard to ride, but it was the coolest thing I ever had. For $98, that's a dual suspension, modern-looking motorcycle. This I would love as a kid. I'm an adult, and if I could fit on this, I would buy it and ride it home. That's how much I like that bike. You know, I better move on before I find a reason to buy that. Look at the Glitch and the Ambush, two nice bikes, kind of contrasting styles. One has the bright colors, one a more modest or traditional approach to BMX bikes. Both look super cool. course, they're different sizing, but I would take either one of these if I could fit on them. Very nice bikes. And how about this? Now this is more modern styling. A Kent bike. I like the black on black. Always a fan of that color scheme. But it's the pedals that draw my attention here. The pedals and the foot pegs, these match. And if you follow my videos, you know I do a contrasting pedal thing with great success on some bikes. It's working for me on my Ozark Trail Ridge 29. It works there, it works here. Arguably even better here with the matching pegs, something you just normally don't see on big box bikes, off-the-shelf bikes. That combo, super cool. More stuff. There's a small clearance section out here in the garden center with 2 Decathlon bikes. Now that's a brand that reached out to me. I turned them down because of the pricing and the features, and then I saw the bikes, and I wouldn't have turned them down if I knew how well they're made. Very good bikes. This white one wouldn't fit me. This one wouldn't fit me, or I would have probably left with both of them. $99, an excellent price, given the quality, at least in my opinion. Even for clearance bikes, I'm not crazy about them being wet. Walmart really should put these under cover, all these new bikes. Even more new bikes out here, kind of sitting off to the side. Some more Huffies. There were a lot of Huffies that make up this holiday lineup. I mean, even more Huffies. Here we go, $98. Some deals to be had, teenage size bikes. My niece would really like this one. Well, I say teenage, adults can fit on those too. There's also this, another Ozark Trail. I've looked at the Vibe, I've looked at the Ridge 29. This is the Glide, I believe the 24-inch wheel set version of the Ozark Trail, but it's still an Ozark Trail. The Glide is $198. Now that pricing for $298, that's actually the bike next to it, which is the Vibe. I've looked at the Vibe in other videos. The extra $100 gets a few perks, like a Sun Tour fork, dual disc brakes, a nice looking frame. Look, these Ozark Trail bikes, these are probably the bikes for Walmart bikes. The pick of the litter in 2023, of course, along with some other already great bikes, like these for $248. Cruiser bikes, always popular. And this one, the Huffy Nel Luso, I reviewed that years ago. Beside that, I think a Cranbrook. And here's some Hyper bikes. These are, I believe, Hyper Shocker. I can't remember the other model. I looked at both of these dual suspension bikes. Super cool looking, slightly refined graphics or updated graphics. I like the look. I like bikes in general. There's a bike for everyone. $148, $98, down to $48. And all these bikes that we've looked at, this sea of bikes that make up the Garden Center selection for the holidays in 2023 at Walmart. I thought I would give you a look. I always enjoy seeing a mass of bikes. That means more people are going to be out riding them because people are going to be receiving them as gifts or maybe even buying a bike for yourself. I do that. Maybe you do that. Comment below. Do you gift a bike or do you gift yourself a bike? Also, what's your price range and what do you think about the prices and the selection at Walmart in 2023 for the holidays? Or maybe you're seeing this slightly after the holidays and you're cashing in on even better sale prices. Comment below, let me hear what you have to say. Thank you so much for watching KevCentral. Thumbs up this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and have a great day.